Welcome, King Lizard, Xbox One and the crew, and this is the Unbeaten Path, which is a raid race. Not raced this as yet, so all this is as new to me as it is to you guys if you haven't seen it before. Change that view to that a little bit further away, so I can see what's going on. 75 checkpoints, so this one's going to take a bit of time. At least my car's keeping up with these things a little bit. I don't know, sort of, I'm not too bad a spec compared to them, I suppose. A lot of trees around to avoid. You're saying that those guys are getting a bit better of me now. Those first and second place guys. Whoa, big jump. Oh, control, control. Not good. Not sure what happened to second place there. Did he get stuck on a tree like me? His objective is finishing the top 3 actually, so that's, well, it was looking remotely possible. Maybe I've spoke too soon. Now we're on the road, these things seem to be blasting past me. Gave him a taste of a ram there, unintentionally admittedly, but it actually looked like it wasn't such a bad idea after all. Oh my god, don't do that. I'm just squeeze myself into first. Big old race this. So I'm going to get lined up with there we go. At least they're wide old checkpoints in this race. It's not, you know, it's quite a generous sized checkpoint to get through. Unlike a lot of games, the checkpoint can be quite narrow sometimes, quite unforgiving. Quite frustrating as well. Slowed it down a little bit over that brow of the hill. Didn't want to be launching off of there. Oh, big old jump there. I'm going to be going to the right. This could be a big jump. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. Just jumping too much can result in you just kind of crashing out. I definitely don't want to be doing that. Through that checkpoint, get the boost on. 9 out of 75 checkpoints now. Can't see any other cars. That's looking promising for me at the moment. This was actually considered a reasonably hard event for me and my car, so quite happy to see that at the moment. Jump to bonnet view, just to give you guys a different view to check out. That snow's quite blinding up in this view. Go into grill mode. Whoa! favourite Definitely a long old beastly race, this one. Not am I supposed to be down there? God, I thought I'd screwed up big time then. That didn't do me any favours. I got those computer cars back on my case now. Not quite close enough yet, but they're getting that way. And this is a lot. Oh, this is a lot more bouncy. This bit of the race. Let's boost this full on. And still a fair distance away at the moment. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Hopefully the server will work for me. It won't die on me and I'll lose my race at the last minute. I lost my connection so much today, it's just not been funny. Although initially I thought it was just another Destiny problem. I'm so used to Destiny failing me. I thought it was that game that was causing all my issues, and then I stuck in the crew and got more of the same problems with the crew as well. And pretty much anything I tried to do on live just wasn't working for very long. Literally 5 minutes at a time. It's getting quite frustrating. I never had any of these types of issues with the Xbox 360 at all. It was always very, very reliable. And since I've gone to the next generation, which is supposed to be better, everything's just been bloody worse. Which, frankly, is a bit of a piss take, really, considering we're paying all this extra money for these extra consoles, more money for the games, and yet we can't even get reliable connections now, and we're forced to play online to play these games because that's the way they want them to be, and yet they cannot provide us reliable service to do that. Pretty ridiculous. Getting pretty fed up, to be honest, with this next generation of consoles, with the exception PlayStation 4 apparently has had its issues. I think I must have got lucky when I bought my one, because I haven't seen too many issues connectivity wise with the PS4. I know there have been a lot of them because obviously it's been in the news a lot, but I personally have not seen it. Drive Club I think I've had a couple of days where I couldn't connect at all. Oh, I've totally lost control here, that's not good. A little nasty bit of track there threw me off. Straight across, take the fastest route. Whoa, that train track didn't do me any favours there. And we're into 19 of 75 checkpoints, bloody hell. This is a big old race. Avoid that tree. Oh, that was so close. So close. Back up to 20 minutes now. Whoa. Big old air. I'm not even halfway through this race yet. It's a pretty mammoth race. It's weird because you kind of go from quite short races in the story mode and stuff to these absolutely mammoth races out on the map, and some of these races are 4 hours long, I've heard. I haven't actually played any of those length races because, and to be honest, I've just not had the server connectivity to be able to do that. It's all very well creating these massive races, but again, like raids on Destiny, it's pretty pointless if you can't complete them because there's no reliability in terms of connectivity and stuff. Come on, car, struggling a bit here. Those guys are still coming down that section there, so I've got quite a nice lead at the moment. I think it's at 20 seconds or so. Keep using that boost as and when. Gonna launch it over here, see what happens. Whoa, big one. Oh, that was a bit quite lumpy on this section, quite nasty lumps. Oh, took a 30 seconds ahead at the moment. Obviously I just had a bit of a nasty accident there. That's the only problem with going with the lumps and bumps. If you're trying to jump those, generally you do come off worse. You're better off just letting go of the accelerator in these bigger races and not risking it, because it can obviously cost you the race if you get it wrong. Those guys seem to be a long way off yet. 23 of 75, not even a third of the way through this yet. 24 of 75, we're going up that hill there, it looks like. Yeah, those guys are a long way off at the moment, which is great for me. So far we're 10 minutes 40 into this, so this could be a 30-minute race the way things are going, which will be the longest race I've done in this game yet. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Shit. I'm okay though, I've got plenty of time at the moment. Town area. Don't know if I've been for any of this before. Possible, I suppose, but I can't remember. I can't remember this. This looks quite good. Squash that guy there. Probably didn't see anyone from one year to the next, and I just nearly flattened him. Bit busier road here. Nice sort of sun effect on the road with the ice. Quite impressive. I mean, that was one of the other things with this game. The problem was there was a lot of twitch for this particular game, and it just, you know, twitch just isn't where it needs to be in terms of, you know, graphical representation. It just, you know, just doesn't support full HD and stuff. Obviously I understand why, because the streaming and stuff is going to be quite difficult to maintain that, but then obviously if the likes of Amazon Prime and stuff can do it, then why can't Twitch? Obviously it's live, so it's slightly different. It's not a pre-recorded, pre-compressed product, but I'm losing ground here actually on these guys now. It's not looking so good, but Twitch really does need to improve in terms of, you know, better graphics and stuff. So I am losing ground on these guys now. They've gained quite a bit of time on me, and I think they're just coming down this section now where I am. That hasn't helped me at all. Come on, bring it back. Oh, come on, car. Car totally lost control there. Couldn't bring it back at all. Oh, it's all going pear-shaped now. Oh, I'm totally in the wrong place for this now. I'm on the bloody road and I should be going across everything. I'm 32 of 75 in. I'm 4 seconds behind now. I've got some real catching up to do here. I've got to pray I don't make any silly mistakes. And this looks quite nasty. Come on, car. You can do it. That's just got me into third again. Things clearing up here. We've lost the snow now, which is good because that means hopefully I've got some control back on this bloody vehicle. That bit back there was very frustrating. It just wouldn't pull itself back in or respond in any shape or form. second. Can hear the car, third place right behind me. Avoid this guy. Right on my case. Put these guys behind me. I'm 38 of 75 checkpoints in. It's a straight ahead checkpoint as well. I've got 4 seconds on them at the moment. Car's taking some damage here actually. Also I had that accident as well, which probably didn't help things. At least I can drive through these lower spec trees. Hopefully it's not going to surprise me with a nasty one in a minute. Sometimes the checkpoints look a lot nearer than they actually are. Oh shit, that's not good, that's not good. Going to back off the accelerator there, that was getting quite nasty. Obviously what I don't want to do is be sliding down any big hills and then having to go back up them again. That would just punish me. Nice bit of driving there, get that back under control. Right, so we're 43. Where's this bloody checkpoint going? Quite a nasty entry point to this checkpoint. And that's the other good thing, I guess, the freedom of this game is, you know, you can kind of take that checkpoint any way you want. I quite like how it's what's the word, you've got a lot of different ways to get to the checkpoint. You know, it's not particularly that linear. Obviously there's a checkpoint to hit, but you can go a long ways around to get to it. And it's not going to punish you with a timed need to hit a checkpoint, which I really like, because I absolutely hate timed checkpoints in races, because obviously people that struggle with those checkpoints are just never going to see the rest of the game if they're really hard. I mean, likes of probably games like Outrun, I hated in the arcade. I loved the way it looked and stuff at the time. It looked fantastic for a game from Sega, but I just found it near impossible to complete, and I never did actually complete it. I got fed up with it before I ever completed it. It was just too damn hard. But yeah, I don't like the checkpoint games. I mean, I like, which is strange obviously for me, because you see me playing lots of, if you watched a lot of my channel, you'll see me playing time trials and, you know, trying to better my times all the time and stuff. And you know, for me, I like that, but that's at my own pace, obviously. You know, there's less pressure involved in doing that for me. Whereas obviously with a game that's forcing me to get to a certain place in a certain time frame, that's a different story. I don't really like the pressure of that. For me, a game is about escapism, you know, chilling out, getting out of the real world, and, you know, cooling down to something that's not real, something, you know, can take you out of, you know, the realities of life and enjoy a bit of fantasy. If that's, you know, driving your dream car, or, you know, shooting soldiers, or, you know, whatever the hell it is, or playing survival horror, then, you know, so be it. But as long as it's, you know, achievable and not too difficult. But yeah, I do like the aspect of this game. I think it's got its I mean, it can be brutally hard in places, but I like the fact that these, you know, these aren't timed checkpoints. I think it does have the odd checkpoint orientated race. I think I did do a checkpointed race, but, you know, these ones, these larger ones, aren't checkpointed, which is great, because it means, you know, you can kind of trawl around the whole race. You may not win the race, but at least you'll have seen the circuit, and, you know, you'll kind of be a bit better the next time you do it, because you'll know that little, you know, a bit of the circuit a little bit more. Jesus, that's a big old jump. And another. Oh, lost control. Do not want to go down that canyon. I pressed B to power slide then, and I actually ended up resetting myself. That's what that flash was, that blackout. Big jumps here. I'm 20 minutes ahead. Can I go through that? No, I didn't think I could. I had a feeling I was going to bounce out of that one. I need to get back on the road. Yeah, there we go. Now the road was where I seemed to lose pace against these guys last time. So I'm hoping that's not going to happen again. Yeah, I lost 8 seconds there in no time at all on those guys. That's not good. Hopefully it's going to take me back off-road again. Here we go, we're going back off-road, good. Yeah, they're not too far behind me now, those guys. So things are getting a bit tighter here from a race perspective. The arrows have popped up now, so they're definitely a hell of a lot closer. There was 60 of 75 checkpoints in. It's been a really enjoyable race thus far. I just hope I don't... Oh no! I spoke too soon. I was going to say I hope I don't make any major mistakes. I'd call that pretty major. 61 of 75. Oh my god. Rock Central. I do not... Something tells me I want to be down there and not up here. Jesus. My poor car. Well, at least we don't have to pay repair bills in the game. I don't think... No, we do actually. I'm wrong. We do pay repair bills. I held the checkpoint there because I realised I screwed up and went the wrong way. Shit, I'm making loads of mistakes right at the end here. Really don't want to do that. That was confusing, that last checkpoint. It looked like I was going up the hill, and it wasn't until I passed it I realised where my mistake had gone. Obviously I could have looked at the mini-map there, that would have given me a bit more idea. A lot of kind of zigzag here in this section. Things are pretty tight here now. Gained a little bit of distance on him. I'm 10 checkpoints to go. Quite an interesting section there. We have quite a variety of racing terrain at this point. Obviously the snow and the, you know, the mountaintops and stuff, and then we had that section through some of the roads and then through some of the town, and then we've had this kind of we've had the greenery area where it was kind of, you know, dirt orientated race, and then now we're in this you know, kind of Death Valley orientated sort of race setting. So far I've been racing for 24 minutes. We've got 6 checkpoints to go. I've got a bit of a lead. Oh, idiot. I've got a bit of a lead. I jinx myself every time I open my bloody mouth. I've obviously been cursed. Get out from the trees, damn you. Going the right way here. We've got 5 checkpoints to go. cool looking bit of the track. Got to go wide for that. Slow it down there. I was going to lose control in a big way. A lot of zigzagging. Got very technical at the end here. This race, quite nastily so. So if you race this yourself and you're looking to get some big bucks, I think this gives hands out. Whoa! I think this hands out quite a reasonable payout actually. I think it's a good sort of 17,000-18,000 I think. 3 checkpoints to go, 2 checkpoints to go I say. And we're going round this big mountainous valley kind of area. 14 seconds there, that really took the wind out of my sails though, that did. It's quite a far away checkpoint this one. Up we go, 1 more checkpoint to go, and there's the finish just in the distance there. Bound to be the odd curveball here. Whoa! No! Get back in control, you shit. "14 seconds ahead, thankfully." Oh, that was quite a tough little race. I did make quite a few mistakes there though. Obviously if I hadn't made those mistakes I would have been a long way ahead. I probably would have saved quite a considerable chunk of time there. So I'm into level 32, which means I can add some more parts to my car. Well, thanks for watching. That was The Crew on Xbox One. I'll be back with more gaming action on King Liz's Game Lounge. Please remember to rate the video if you haven't done so already. That's most helpful to me. In addition, obviously, if you've got some comments, anything you want to say about the video, my performance, then please do feel free to put that down in the comments. I do read all those comments and reply to them as well, if obviously a reply is what you want. And in addition, if you're not a subscriber, it'd be great if you could click that sub button and join the gang. Thanks for watching. Take care.